What's really exciting about student employment at Yale is that it takes on many different forms, and students find themselves in all different areas of campus, working in athletics or working in administrative offices and laboratories and academic departments, some of them even in admission offices. And so it's nice to have experiences that can have a kind of professional development opportunity and that pay reasonably well. In fact, I would say quite well, starting at $12 an hour, which is not bad. And that when they graduate, they're not going to be saddled with debt, which I said earlier is not going to sort of deter or really determine ultimately their interests. So we're proud of the fact that we can afford students an education, that they're able to sort of launch into the world without significant indebtedness.
I would say the nice thing about student employment on campus is that there's really such a huge diversity of the jobs that are available. I know, for example, my best friend, who's an art history major, he is employed at the Center for British Art here. And so one of his jobs is to document all the different paintings and drawings that they have, and he basically just gets to handle artwork all day. And so one day he even invited me to come to work with him, where he took me to the rare drawings library, and he gets paid to do these things, and it's something that he really loves. On the other side of the spectrum, there are people who will work shelving books at the library because they really want to have some time where they can make money without having to necessarily or it having to revolve around an interest. So there's a huge range of opportunities as far as student employment is concerned.
Yeah, I guess I would just kind of continue saying that there are also jobs that really allow you to build skills that are going to be applicable in the workforce later. So no matter kind of what job you may be interested in pursuing, there's probably a student job here which could really help you learn some skills that are going to be applicable, whether that's working in an administrative office and looking through memos and doing things like that are really maybe going to help you later, or if it is being the photographer for an event or something where you can get a portfolio and a resume built up. So a lot of the jobs on campus do really allow you to not just do things that you're interested in, but also to build skills that you can kind of apply to a job and kind of demonstrate when you're looking for an internship or demonstrate when you're looking for a job post-graduation that you have experience and skills built up already, which means that you're ready to kind of go into the workplace.
I know for STEM majors also that it's an option to do research or to work with professors where you not only get paid through student employment, but also you can receive credits for those classes.
So when you arrive on campus, if you're looking for a student job, we have a student employment office, and they will list online all of the jobs that are available at that one given time. There's usually a large range, particularly at the beginning of the year, but they will kind of be added throughout the semester. And in the same building as the Student Employment Office is the Office of Career Strategy, which is a kind of group of professionals who are there to help you with internships or kind of guide you towards finding fellowships. There are a lot of different fellowships here at Yale which will provide additional funding outside of your financial aid to do research or work at an unpaid internship. And so all of those things really contribute to meaning that when you graduate, you'll be able to kind of move into a job as well, no matter what your kind of background may be before Yale.
So you mentioned something that's very important, and that is the Office of Career Strategies and sort of thinking about life post-Yale. And it's also true, I think, that students are also thinking about international experiences, and typically some students on financial aid perhaps may not perceive international experiences being as readily accessible or available as they might be if they were more resourced. Can you talk a little bit about sort of international experiences for students with financial aid and what that looks like and what form it takes?
Yeah, so the summer after my freshman year, I went to Paris with the Yale Summer Session, and all of this was covered by an International Study Award, International Summer Award. So every student on financial aid has the option to spend a summer in an international location with the percentage of their financial aid contributing passed over to give you an award of up to $10,000 to spend on an international experience. And what this meant for me was being able to go and engage in a traditional college experience of studying abroad and get to see a little bit more of the world without having to worry about the finances attached to it. And as well, being able to study abroad in the summer as opposed to during the school year meant that I was able to have that experience without taking a semester off, which was something that I didn't want to do. So I was able to kind of make it more flexible, and I felt like I had a lot more control, not just over my Yale experience, but also kind of the summers that I was having as well.
This past summer, I was actually awarded a fellowship through the CIP, which is the Center for International and Professional Experience here at Yale. And they, every year, I guess around Christmas time, they have a huge list of fellowships that are available to Yale undergraduate students, which is really great, and you can apply for any of them, essentially. And they'll pay for basically any international experience. So for me, I spent 2 months this summer abroad, and everything was paid for. My flight, my housing, I even had some left over by the time I came home. And that's open to all students. So most students, I would say, when they go abroad, are using a fellowship or they're using their ISA.